Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Olly's Farm, and you join me today on the farm and I've got something a bit different for you today, guys. I'm going to show you my car, which is a Polo GTI here, and I thought I'd show you this car because I know some of you guys have been asking about it in the comments down below. So let's have a look at the car and I'll tell you about it in detail. So here it is, the Polo GTI. This is the previous generation GTI. There's now a new one out at the moment. This particular model is the 5-door option, so it's got obviously 5 doors. This car's got the standard Polo GTI wheels. You can actually get slightly different ones to this if you so wish. And moving around to the back, so quite a bit of boot space there, and we've also got the courtesy Volkswagen umbrella. And down below we've got the twin exhaust there underneath. So I'm now going to take the car to the local car wash because it is absolutely filthy. Unfortunately, in winter by the farm, it doesn't matter how often I clean this car, it just becomes dirty literally every day. So I'm going to take it over to be cleaned anyway, just for today, and hopefully I'll be able to keep it out of the mud in the next few weeks. Okay, so I've now arrived at the local car wash and the car's being cleaned off. It's very dirty, so hopefully it'll be nice to see it clean again. Okay, I'm sure we can all agree that the car is definitely a lot cleaner now. So on the farm, it does get very dirty, and I'm not just talking about taking the GTI on the farm, because I never normally do that, but due to the roads around the farm, they're constantly muddy, and consequently, the car, even if I just go up the lanes, it actually gets very, very dirty very quickly, especially at this time of year. So let me talk you through this car and what it is. So basically, it's a Polo GTI, it's the baby of the GTIs. It's got a 4-cylinder, 1.8 litre petrol turbocharged engine, which produces roughly 190 brake horsepower. It's got the Dsg gearbox on it, so its gearbox is not the manual, it's an automatic gearbox with the new twin clutch technology. And what that means is, when the car changes gear, it can change gear very quickly. Quicker than a human could actually manually change gear themselves. And it's got 7 gears with the DSG, which means you get slightly better fuel economy than the 6-speed manual alternative. Now, 0 to 60 is dispatched in 6.7 seconds, which is definitely fast enough for a car of this calibre. So driving along now, I'm just in the standard mode, and if I just pull the selector down, I'm now into sport mode. So if I just put my foot flat on the bottom there, you can see that we've got quite a lot of power there available when we need it. Now, I've been driving this car for 2 years. I bought it at the end of 2016, and we're obviously in 2019 now, so I've had 2 years of driving with it. And I can honestly say, if you're between the ages of, say, 19 to 25 and you're looking for a hot hatchback, you're looking for something which is quite fun and perhaps different to the standard hatchback, look no further, because the Polo GTI can offer fun, practicality, reliability, and also efficiency. It's a car which you can drive around on the weekends and have a lot of fun in, and yet on the weekdays, when you need to save the fuel, when you need to just cruise around to get to A to B, it allows you to do that. And I can actually get 40 miles per gallon on a long journey, on a 2-hour journey to London, for example, 100 miles, I can actually get 40 miles per gallon, and it will actually do that. And then at the weekend, yes, if you were driving it quite hard, you would probably get 25 miles per gallon, something like that, maybe a little less. But it's never going to be the most efficient car when you're driving it hard. I thought I'd show you guys the car because it's just something different. I know a lot of us are involved in the farming community and we enjoy seeing tractors and farm work, for example, but I just thought this would be something a bit different which you guys would like to see. So let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see more of this stuff just now and then, and I'll make it happen. So after the car wash, it's definitely looking a lot cleaner now. I didn't opt for the best car wash today, it was just a quick £6 wash and go, but to be fair to the guys at the service station there, they've done a really good job. So moving around the car, we can see in the headlights there, but that we've got the GTI red banner there, which goes all the way from the headlights round to the front through the Volkswagen badge and back round to the other headlights. That's a nice little feature I like about the GTI spec. And then moving around the car, we can see that it's got the slightly flared arches there. I don't know if you can see on the camera, they're just slightly flared there to just widen the body of the car, and if we just move further down we can see that we've got the GTI badge there as well, and also on the bottom we've got like a little spoiler skirt on the bottom there, and then moving to the back obviously we've got the little spoiler on the top which just literally just flings up there. It's quite subtle, you don't really notice it, but it is actually there. And then if we just move down we've got the twin exhaust at the back. So it's a 1.8 litre 4-cylinder engine, and it doesn't actually sound too bad for the size of car that it is. Obviously with the DSG you do get the little DSG bangs when you change gear, or when it changes gear, sorry. Obviously you have got the manual option should you wish. If we just move into the back of the car, we can see that we've got the GTI in the bottom of the door sills there, and then moving inside here we can see that there's space for 3 people. Obviously seat belts all on the back there for 3 people. This car's actually not got the tartan option, which is what the car comes standard with. This has got the suede Alcantara option, which you have to tick when you spec the car. Moving to the front of the car as well, in the passenger side you can see we've got the GTI logo on the door sill there. We've also got the Alcantara seats which were spec'd, so it's obviously all of the seats, and on the top, on the headrest, they're actually in leather, and then this is like half leather here, and then you've got the Alcantara in the middle there as well with the lumbar support on the sides. Moving around to the driver's side we can see that we've got the GTI steering wheel there. I'll just sit in the car actually. We can see that we've got the GTI steering wheel with the GTI on the bottom of the flat bottom steering wheel here, and we've also got all of the controls on here, so we can change the volume, do our cruise control for example, and on this side you can control your phone and your music and everything. And then obviously we've got our dials, fuel gauge, etc. And on the newer models, on the new version of the Polo GTI, I believe this is actually all digital now. I actually quite like having the dials. I know the new digital ones are quite nice, but I'm a bit more old school and I do just prefer the dials, that's just me. And if I just turn the ignition on, we can see that we've got the GTI logo which comes up when you power the screen on there, and then it will actually take us into the radio system there, and then we can also do media. Moving down we've got the Dsg Selector there, so this is what obviously you use to go forwards and backwards. If you put the selector all the way down, we're now in drive, and then you've got the handbrake there, so you've still actually got a manual handbrake. And then if you want to go into sport mode, you simply pull back and now it's in sport mode, and you've got neutral there and obviously reverse, so it's basically just like an automatic car. But then also if you want to manually do the gears yourself, you can knock it to the left, and now we're in manual, and you can see that there's the 2 plus and minus signs there. If you pull it towards yourself you go down a gear, and if you push it up you can actually go up a gear. So it's not a manual car, but there is a bit of driver involvement there should you so wish, with the kind of semi-automatic gear changes there. So if you just knock it back to there, it then goes back to its original driving position, so you're back into drive, and we'll just come out of sport mode, so we're now back into standard driving. And if we just go up to the top here as well, you can see you've got paddles on the steering wheel, a minus there, and we've also got a plus on the side there as well for changing gear, should you so wish to change gear on the paddles on the steering wheel here. So there we go guys, I thought I'd just show you my car. It's something I enjoy as well as the tractors as well, so it's something a bit different. So I've had the car for 2 years and it's done just over 35,000 miles. How much longer I'm going to keep it for I couldn't tell you at this moment in time, but I'm really enjoying the car and I've been enjoying it for quite some time. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, hopefully you've enjoyed seeing the car. As always, you can follow the Olly's Farm Instagram page, which is ollys.farm, in the Instagram search bar. You can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button down below, and you can also tap the little bell to be notified when there is a new episode of Olly's Farm. And as always, do comment, rate and subscribe for plenty more videos to come.